Hey there, seniors and senior parents. Thanks for dropping in. If you missed the meeting this past week, this is your opportunity to kind of catch up and hear all of the things we talked about. Or if you just need a refresher, which it was a lot of information, so that is very possible. So we're going to talk about several things here that you need to be aware of between now and graduation, things you need to take care of so you can graduate, and lots of different activities that are planned. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is priorities. These are things that are extremely important for you to get done between now and graduation so that you can walk across the stage and graduate. So let's talk about the first thing, attendance and credit recovery and appeals. If you have had some attendance issues, if you need credit recovery, or if you need to appeal any attendance, things that you've had in attendance issues, Dr. Barrett is the person you need to see. His email is CEDBARRETT It's also on our website, but it's Dr. Barrett. He is the person that you need to see about anything to do with attendance, making up attendance days, credit recovery, and or appeals. Okay, so get that taken care of as soon as possible so that you don't have to worry about it. And I just checked, and I'm sorry, it is CE Barrett. There's no D. So it's just C as in cat, E as in egg, and then Barrett, BARRETT at dallasisd.org. And again, you can find that on our website as well. If you are not clear, that's very important. Your diploma will be held and you will not be able to walk. So if you have not turned in books, if you don't get your laptop turned in on time, if you've checked out camera equipment from photography or film, even if it was last year or the year before, it's still on file that you have it and it's checked out to you. If you have a parking tag for the senior parking lot, if you owe any kind of fees at all, you are going to be on the not clear list. So even if you lost a book 2 years ago, then it's still on your list, maybe, probably, for it says not clear. So just check all those things, check with the library, check with Miss Solis in the attendance office. She's our financial clerk. She usually has a not clear list. And then also in the book room, Mr. McGee. Any of those people will be able to help you with your not clear lists. Okay, so those are two important things you need to get taken care of really quickly so you get them behind you, you don't have to worry about them. So the counselor's checkoff list, these are very important as well. Mr. Sunday went over all of these in the meeting with the students, and so I'm going to do the best I can here to help you out. But everything is on our website and on the senior website, which I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. FAFSA upload. This is something that is new, but is required. So all students, regardless of where you're going, what college or what you're doing, you have to upload your confirmation that you filled out the FAFSA, the FAFSA. Every senior is supposed to do that. You don't have to actually upload the actual all the paperwork you filled out. You can just upload your confirmation email or a picture of it where it shows that you actually completed it. You should get an email, a confirmation. So you just have to upload that. If you have any questions, check with Mr. Sunday about that. If you're taking Reconnect classes, if you're taking any classes through Texas Tech, then you need to talk to your teachers, professors. Those grades are due May 1st to go on your transcript. If you are taking classes at the Evening Academy, those are due by May 6th. So make sure that you get those grades turned in so that it goes on your transcript and you get credit for it. Health waivers. There's a form that, again, on our senior website, a lot of you have already done this, but there's still several that have not. Those have to be turned in on May 9th. If you're 18 or over, you can sign it yourself. If you're under 18, a parent or guardian has to sign it, and you just upload it. And that is, or I'm sorry, you turn it in at the counseling office. You can download it from the website, which I will show you in a moment. You will need to go into Naviance and request your final transcript. If you requested transcripts previously, that is different than requesting your final transcript. You can go ahead and do that. If you know where you're going, you can go ahead and go in there and put all that information in. Again, check with Mr. Sunday or Ms. Goto if you have questions on those things, because they were in the meeting and gave all that information, and I'm just repeating, so I may miss something. There's a scholarship info link that's on the senior website. That is, so for that, we want to know every scholarship that you were offered, even if you're not taking it. If you got multiple scholarships from multiple different schools, then we would like for you to go in and fill that out on each school. So what that does is, just for our school's sake and the district and the state, we document that information. And then at the end of the year, it's we always like to announce that how much money and scholarships our students were offered. That doesn't mean you took all of them, obviously, because you're going to go to a certain school and you're going to get a scholarship from there, possibly. So but we want you to put all of your scholarship offers. So it's always a big thing at the end of the year with the district. We like to brag because our students always have the most scholarship offers of anyone in the district. So help us to keep that tradition going. And that's just, going on there. There's a link on the website. I'll show you in a minute. Go ahead and fill that out. We sent out a senior survey a few weeks ago. About half of you have done it. It's just to know, it's your after graduation plans. Are you going in the military? Are you going to college? What's an email that you have for alumni information? It's just a post-graduation survey that we need you to do. Cap and gown orders. This is definitely a priority. You need to get that done quickly if you have not already. Hopefully, most of you have already ordered your cap and gowns. Jostens has been here 5 times this year to take orders. They're not coming back. So your options are to go onto the Jostens website and order it, or go to their showroom. Again, I'm going to show you these things in just a moment. The one thing that you need to know when you go to order your cap and gown, especially when you go to pick up your cap and gown on the day that we designate, you cannot owe them any money. So if you bought a class ring last year that you never picked up and you decided you didn't want it, well, they still have it and you still have to pay for it. If you got a letter jacket and you didn't pay for it, you still owe money. You're not going to be able to get your cap and gown until you have paid for whatever you owe them in the past. People forget. I know they do. They just forget they owe them money, and then they get to school on the day we pick up cap and gowns, and Justin says, well, I have your cap and gown here, but you owe this amount of money, and so until you pay it off, I can't release this. So I would say find out from Justin's if you think you might owe money, or send a credit card to school that day to be able to pay anything that might need to be paid. So a couple of things about testing really quickly. AP testing, if you're taking an AP course, is May 2nd through the 13th. We are going back to pre-COVID regulations. During COVID, the test didn't start till 9. That is no longer the case. All morning tests start at 8 a.m. That means you have to be in your seat, in the room with your pencil, ready to start testing at 8 a.m. I know it's early, but that is across the country. Everyone has to start the morning test at the same time. So we're going to open up at 7 on the 3rd floor. We'll have a room open for everyone that has the morning test. We'll have coffee and juice and some muffins, things like that. If you want to come from 7 to 7:30 and just, have some breakfast, maybe study a little, whatever. You can do that. That's optional. But I would definitely plan on being there by 7:30, get in your parking space, get your everything together, get up to the 3rd floor, find out what room you're in, and get in there and be ready. Bring pencils, 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 pencils. It's a paper test. Every year, I'm surprised how many seniors show up to take an AP test and they don't have a pencil. I know you're all from this digital age, and you're used to everything get online, but AP tests, except for I think literature, I think there's 1 or 2 tests which your AP teachers have already told you that are online. All the rest of them are paper. So bring pencils, bring pencils, bring pencils. If you are taking an AP test that needs a calculator, take care of your business. Go check it out. Do what you need to do before you get there. Don't wait till 7:50 on the morning or afternoon of your test and then be like, oh my gosh, I need a calculator or whatever. So take care of your business. Once you've completed your AP testing, then you need to turn your laptop into the library. Go ahead and get that done, get it over with so there's not a long line for you to turn it in. And remember, you have to turn in your bag, your charger, and your laptop. Back to the AP testing thing one more time. I just remembered something. So some of you might have a morning test and an afternoon test. There is not a lot of time between those 2 tests. Like, you're not going to have a lot of time to go somewhere and eat lunch and come back. So we're suggesting that you definitely bring a lunch, bring something to eat. We'll have some snacks. But yeah, keep yourself, fueled and keep energy, because that's going to help you be a better tester if you eat and don't get hungry. So we'll have things, but some of you have certain eating regulations or whatever. And so make sure you bring stuff that you can eat that's going to keep you, keep your energy up. Okay, TSIA. Real quickly about this. We offered it at school about 2 or 3 months ago for any senior who was going to a Texas school and needed to take it. So there are a couple of things that exempt you from it. One being if you scored a certain, if you had a certain score on your ACT or SAT, and there is another exemption. I'm not thinking of it right now, but I have a spreadsheet that shows who's exempt and who's not. And it's everybody in the school, whether you're going to a Texas school or not. A couple of things of why it's important. One, if you are going to a Texas school and they require it, they're not going to make you go in and take classes that you're not going to get credit for, like a basic writing or basic math or those types of things. If you score high enough and pass the TSIA, you can start college taking classes that you're going to get credit for, and you're not going to waste any money and time. So it is important to, to do it before you start college if you need to. Now, the district, it turns out just recently, the district has started requiring all seniors to take it, no matter whether you're going to a Texas college or not, or if you're going to the military or work, it doesn't matter. We want everyone to take it. It's a college readiness indicator, and it actually is starting this year. It helps fund our school. So for we have a percentage of students who are college ready. We get a certain amount of money for that from the state. Also, we get a grade from the state, an A, B, C, or D. It counts towards our grade. So it is important. Like if you're a senior, you may be thinking, well, it's not that important for me, but you want to help your alma mater, you want to help your school as an alum graduating, that we still, are at the top and are the best we can be. So it does affect funding for us. So we do need everyone to take it if you're not exempt. So I have a spreadsheet in my office, and I can pull it very quickly and tell you if you're exempt or not. You may be exempt in math and not reading, or reading and not math. And a lot of you just, need to take both. So if you didn't take it earlier in the year or you didn't pass it, come by and see me. We're going to set up testing May 10th, 11th, and 12th. You're going to have to be at school that week anyway, and you're not going to really have a lot to do. So this is going to be a perfect time for you to take that TSIA exam. And again, it's important because, especially if you're going to a Texas school, they look at those scores to determine whether you are going to have to take basic classes that you have to pay for, but that do not count towards your credit. So to take care of that and come in my office, 106, check with me or email me, either way, and I can let you know if you're exempt or not. Okay. All right. On to the next thing, senior calendar. Okay. There is a senior activities calendar website that is amazing. It has everything that you need to know about being a senior and graduating. Miss Hannah created it last year and it was so helpful. And so we have continued it. And I will say everything at this moment is not up to date. Most of it is. There are a few things we need to add and take off. But by the 2nd, by next Monday, we plan, that's our goal, to have everything 100% up and accurate. Most of it is accurate. Most of it's up. There's just a few things. So be patient with us getting that. But after May 2nd, before you call and ask, me or your conservatory director or the counselor, any question, go see if you can find it there first, because it's probably there on the website. Okay. I'm going to show you that right quick. Hold on. If I can get to it. Here we go. It is, I probably accidentally closed it a while ago. Let's see. I think I did accidentally close it. So let me go back here. I'm going to pause this recording for just a moment. Okay, and we're back. To go back and reopen it. So class of 22, senior page, this has everything that you're going to need, all of your information. This is a great resource. So we're going to scroll down through here. The website is on our main website. It's also a link back on the sheet that I was showing you a while ago, the presentation. So you can click from there, or you can go to our website and find it, or you can actually just type in BTW senior webpage. It's going to pop up. So we're going to scroll down. The first thing, you see graduation, June 1st. We're going to talk about that in a minute. That's going to be one of the things we talk about. We're going to come back to this also, forms and cap and gown. But right now we're just going to scroll through and look at the calendar events coming up. So this is where you're going to find all of the things that are going on between now and graduation, where you need to be, what you're invited to, all of those things. So let's scroll down through here. We're going to add the list of AP exams on here, but we'll get that. Those are one of those things we need to upload. Okay. May 14th, which is a Saturday, the PTSA senior committee, the parent committee, is having a senior cookout and swim party at Glen Cove. I'm not sure of the time, so we'll have to get that updated, but it's a really fun, they do it every year. It's really fun for our seniors to get together and hang out, and they grill and, swim and have a good time. So that's on the 14th. So the 16th through the 20th. So these are these little weird days that you have to be at school and you have to have attendance taken, but you really don't have anything to do. And you're really like school's finished for you. You know, grades are due for teachers to turn in on the 9th. So all of your grades and all of your assignments, everything will have to be turned in the week before, because on the 9th, that's when teachers have to finalize grades, and that's when the district does ranking. So you can't be turning stuff in on the 9th. That's not going to work. You have to turn everything in way before that, the week before. That week, the week of the 9th, even though you're done with school, you're done with grades, you still have to attend classes, you still have to be at school that week. That's a district, that's a district rule. However, the week after that, the 16th through the 20th, you're going to check in the green room each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 a.m. And you're going to have some kind of activity until noon. So you just have to come to school from 10 to noon, and that completes your attendance requirement for that day. Okay. So just those 2 hours, and that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll tell you about Friday in just a second. May 16th, on Monday, is the after school faculty versus seniors volleyball game. So, it's actually called the Senior versus Faculty Always Wins volleyball game. I know you're all like yelling at me right now. It's okay. Anyway, it's after school in the Commons, and that's on the 16th. I don't have any room to talk because I don't play. I just sit and cheer everyone on. So the Dance Guild dinner, the Music Guild, the Theater, and the Visual Arts Guild, all of their awards dinners are through that week. So right now we have them on the calendar. These should be set in stone, but your director will let you know for sure. But I'm pretty sure these are set in stone now. Like we've got it all, worked out, and so those should be good. On the 18th, the evening of the 18th, is the Senior Awards. It's at 7 p.m. in the MAT. This is where we hand out awards for, high academic honors. If you were awarded medals or any type of awards for state and national participation in some kind of, activity, or in your conservatory, these are where you are recognized for those accomplishments. It's not required, but we do want everybody to come. This is also the night where a lot of the larger scholarships are announced, like the advisory board scholarships and some of the bigger ones that some of you have applied for through the school. They announce them at the Senior Awards. And so it's a little embarrassing sometimes when we announce a winner and they're not there. So we really want everyone to attend and cheer on your peers, while they go on stage and get recognized. So, and then it's also academic as well. So it's like top 10. We do some AP awards, some high honors awards, things like that. So hope to see you there. Then, okay, on the 20th, this is an important day. This is your official last day of school, where after the 20th, you don't have to check in anymore. You don't have to be up there anymore. Hopefully you've taken care of all your business and you don't have to come up there. Some of you, we will still see because you are still having to get things signed off, and that's okay. So the morning of the 20th, you're going to have a senior breakfast that is sponsored by the PTSA. I'm not sure where yet, so we're working on that. So we'll definitely update that as soon as we have it, but it's for seniors only. And another fun event, you're served breakfast, and then we also do the senior superlatives there. So that's always a fun thing to attend and see who is, most likely to, be on American Idol or something, or the next president or whatever. So We'll update that as soon as we get that information. So as soon as you're finished with breakfast, you're going to, and usually it's very close to the campus. It's usually within walking distance. You're going to come back over to the campus, come to the mat, and we're going to have one final just little short meeting with just last minute reminders, things about graduation. We do announce valedictorian and South, I almost said Val and South, which is that's what they are, but valedictorian and salutatorian. We do announce that at that meeting. So you'll come back over. You will have your sign out sheet with you. And this is where you get to pick up and do all the fun things. Get to pick up your graduation tickets, get to pick up your cap and gown, and all of those things. So we're going to talk about the sign out sheet in just a moment, but you will not be able to pick up tickets or your cap and gown without that sign out sheet being completely filled out. That's why I said some of you will see the next week, because you either haven't turned something in, or you're trying to find something, or you didn't get a signature. And so you're going to have to wind up, sometimes they come back later in the day or the next week, and that's fine. You will still get your cap and gown, you still get your tickets. It will be in the main office or in my office in 106. So that is on the 20th. And again, I'm going to talk about the sign out sheet here in just a moment, so you kind of know what that looks like and what you're expected to have done by the 20th. Okay. 28th, junior senior prom, Met Gala, Enchanted Through Time. That is the theme. It's at 2616 Commerce Event Center. If you click here, there's a map. A lot of things on here have links, so you can just click on them and I'll show you the map. It's I don't know if it's 7 to midnight or 7:30 to midnight. I've heard both, so I'll double check on that. We'll get that uploaded or get it corrected. Tickets are on sale May 9th through the 20th. Because your senior council and Miss Hannah did such a great job this year of fundraising for y'all, they were able to get the prom tickets down to $40, which is amazing. Most schools, prom tickets are $100 or more per person. So your senior council and Miss Hannah deserve a round of applause and a thank you and a pat on the back, because they did a lot of fundraising this year and raised money so that you all could have a great, inexpensive prom ticket. The ticket for all guests are $60. So again, those will be on sale May 9th through the 20th. If you're bringing an outside guest that does not go to Booker T, there is a form, and it's on the forms page, that you will have to get completely filled out before you purchase your tickets. So get that now, get it filled out. I think it'll be uploaded tomorrow, Monday. I don't think it's up there now, but I think it'll be uploaded tomorrow. So get that completed, get it signed, get everything signed so you can buy your tickets. You can't go and buy one ticket and then come back later and buy your guest ticket. They have to be purchased together. And if you're the guest you're bringing does not go to a like traditional high school, maybe they're homeschooled or they've graduated, then there's a form for that. And they also have to have a copy of their ID. And if it's a homeschooled student, note from, or just like a signature from the parent and contact information. It's all on the form. But your guest cannot be 21 or older. They have to be 20 or younger to attend prom. Okay, baccalaureate. I think I got ahead of myself, which is fine. I think somewhere on another slide, is trying to go through all of these, but that's okay. I will talk about it now. Again, sponsored by our fabulous PTSA. It's at 7 p.m. at First United Methodist Church. There's a link there. You wear your cap and gown. This is the night before graduation. Okay. So you wear your cap and gown, your cords, If you got medals, you can wear them here. You cannot wear them at graduation. So this is a great time to, show off your medals you won. And for this event, there's not a limit on the number of people you can invite. So at graduation, because it's the Meyerson, there is a limit, but at baccalaureate, there is not. So it is not required, but it's highly encouraged for you to go. It's a nice event. It's about an hour. You have a speaker, and every student walks in, to pomp and circumstance in your cap and gown. And it's just a really nice event, especially for your family. And that would be a great night to go to dinner, because you are not going to have time to go to dinner on graduation night until after graduation. You're not going to have time between rehearsal and graduation. So a lot of people choose to do that on the night of baccalaureate. So just an idea to throw out there. Okay, I'm going to come back to this because I know there's a whole other slide and information that I'm going to go over about graduation. Anyway, this is your senior page. Everything's here. Forms, again, haven't uploaded everything yet, but most of it's uploaded. FAFSA documentation upload right here. Scholarship tracking form, your health waiver, the exit survey, and you're attending college in Naviance. Like all of these things you need to do. These parent consent forms, most of these are going to be removed. This was during COVID. So there's one or two maybe I think that you might have to do, but we're going to remove some of those. You'll have a graduation pledge that you will need to take or that you'll need to sign. We'll go over that in just a second, and your sign out sheet. We're going to upload that as soon as you get it done. Cap and gown. If you do need to order, here's the website for Jostens. Here's their address. If you need to go there. They have very weird hours. So make sure, don't just drive over there, because you may get over there and they may be closed. So if you do need to go over there, call them first. But you can also go to the Jostens website. Down here where it says shop your school, click that. Type in Booker T. Washington. But as you notice, there are lots of Booker T. Washingtons. Make sure you click on the one that says Dallas, Texas. Okay, that's important. Because you don't want your cap and gown or anything going to like some other state because you clicked on the wrong one. So here we are for the Booker T. Washington Jostens page. So go down to all of these things. Yearbooks passed, recognitions, all of that's passed. You can't do any of that now. So you're just going to go to graduation, click there. My internet may be slow here. There we go. There's all of these different things. Obviously, there's a huge Pegasus pack where you like get hoodies and keychains and shirts and all of these things. You don't have, that's the top of the line. You can most definitely order that, but you do not have to. If you scroll on down, all the way down, here's different options. There's like a little mini package that also has a ring and shirt, but you don't even have to do that. You can go to, let me find it. There is a separate page that just has the cap and gown on it, and that's it. And I forgot where it is. So let me see if this is it. I may have to, oh, here it is. Okay. Cap and gown C. This is the C package, $70. It's your cap and gown, your stole, your tassel, and you get a key ring. You don't get a shirt or an extra tassel. It's just the basic package, $70. And I will tell you, I mean, it started out at, I don't know, I think around 50 or 55, but the longer you go, and I said this a long time ago, if you remember, it's probably not, but the longer you go, the price continues to go up. So get it ordered as soon as you can so that you don't have to keep, pay more. You can order announcements and stuff from here. You don't have to. You can order them anywhere online. You can make your own, whatever you want to do. If you did order announcements and they're not in the next week or so, email me so I can check on them for you. Okay. If you ordered a jacket or a ring and they haven't come in the next week, like after the first week of May, email me so I can check on it for you. Don't email Jostens. You will get way quicker response probably with me doing it. So just check with me. Okay, so that was the Jostens webpage where you need to go order a cap and gown if you've not done so. One thing I do want to say is that if you need financial assistance, we have resources and we have some scholarships available. So if you need help with your cap and gown purchase, please, please, please let me know. Please email me. I will need height and weight in order to order your cap and gown for you. I don't want anyone to ever not walk or think they're not going to walk or stress, if they just don't have the, financial means to pay for it. So please let me know. Okay, back to this. I really hope that after all this talking I'm doing that y'all can see all this. Okay, well, I just went over a lot of this already. So here we are, final day, 20th prom. We're going to talk about graduation here in a little bit. Remember your check-in days. Remember the 9th through the 13th, you're still required to be in classes. So the other thing I wanted to say about prom that I didn't mention a while ago is that, we don't have strict COVID protocols in place right now. But because it's so close to graduation, I would highly encourage everyone to get tested the day of prom. Many places have free tests now, or they're inexpensive. You can get a home test. It's not required. It was last year. It's not required now. As long as, numbers don't go back up, it won't be. But because it's so close to graduation, only a few days away, and prom is obviously very, there's a lot of people. We would really like for everyone to test themselves that day, to do a COVID test, to make sure that you are COVID clear, COVID free, because we would hate, it would be much better to miss prom than to miss graduation, or to get everyone sick and then everyone miss graduation, or a lot of people. So please think about that. And we just are really highly encouraging everyone to get a COVID test the day of prom to make sure that everyone stays safe and healthy, and we can have a great graduation and everyone can attend. Okay. Oh, and here we go. Talk about prom some more. Just talked about all this. So I say I get ahead of myself, but May 28th, here it is. COVID protocols encouraged. I just talked about that. Tickets, outside forms, all of the things I talked about. And those forms will be on the website this week, hopefully maybe even tomorrow. All right, here we go. Graduation. We're getting close to the end here. I wanted to show you a picture just so you can look and get excited. We have not been able to graduate in the Meyerson in the past 2 years. I don't even know, 2 or 3 years, but because of COVID. So, 1 year, I guess the first year, students didn't even have a graduation. We had to have a parade for them. It was very sad. It was awful. Last year, we were able to graduate, but it was in Lowe's Fieldhouse. It was nice, but it was not the Meyerson. And we are very fortunate and very special that we get to graduate in the Meyerson. We are the only high school in Dallas that has that opportunity. So, it's a very special thing. So we're very excited to be able to be back there this year and for everyone to experience graduating in the Meyerson. Okay, here's the important things about graduation. Practice, graduation practice. You are going to have a practice on graduation day on June 1st. Okay, now, normally we graduate at 2 p.m. because that's the time when our teachers can get over there. We usually have early release and all the teachers come over and administrators and everybody that's involved, and we have it at 2 o'clock. Now, I have a call in and a request to the Meyerson to back it up a couple hours, hopefully maybe till noon, so that you will have a little bit more time between rehearsal and the actual graduation, your call time. I have not heard back from them yet, so it is strictly in their hands as far as the time that we have to be there, but we don't have school that day, the teachers and administrators and everybody. So it would be a great day for us to be able to do it earlier. So cross fingers, hopefully that will change till noon, and that will be a huge, it'll make a big difference, but we'll let you know for sure. You must wear your graduation shoes. So whatever shoes you're wearing for graduation that night, wear them to rehearsal. It's very important. There are a lot of stairs at graduation. So you need to practice wearing your shoes. It's a lot of walking and moving and here and there. So if you are going to wear your 6-inch stilettos for graduation, you wear them for practice, because you'll probably find out at practice you don't want to wear them. There are a lot of steps. So whatever you're going to wear them to rehearsal. As far as how long it is, it's usually around 2 hours. It could go a little longer. If you're in one of the performances during graduation, you're going to have a full run through after we get done with rehearsal. So for sure, you're going to be there a little longer than everyone else if you're in one of the performances. So if your call time is at 6:15 at the Meyerson, when that includes like parking and, doing final, alterations on your cap and gown or whatever, you're not going to have a whole lot of time to eat or go to dinner between rehearsal and graduation. So I was saying earlier, either go the night before or go after graduation, but not between, because you don't want to be late. A lot of students who don't live close to the school bring their cap and gown and everything to the school with them at rehearsal time, and they just stay there and get ready. We're going to try to have some water and snacks for y'all so that you can at least eat something, or you can bring a sandwich or something if you want to, or order something, whatever you want to do. But I just would definitely encourage you to bring your cap and gown and everything to school with you that day if you live far away. So you don't have to drive, very far back home, get everything together and drive back in traffic. It's on a Wednesday, right in the middle of rush hour traffic. So keep all that in mind. Don't want you to be late. Don't want you to miss graduation. Okay. It starts at 7. So when you do get your cap and gown, make sure that you get the wrinkles out. You just need to hang it up. A lot of people just put it in their bathroom and turn on the hot water, the steam, like gets the wrinkles out. So it will be wrinkled when you get it. It's all folded up. And so you'll need to unfold it and get your wrinkles out. I was going to tell, sorry, I had to think for a second. The attire for graduation is nice. We don't want anybody wearing jeans or like jeans and tennis shoes or t-shirt. So you do need to dress nice underneath your gown. Remember, you will see from about the knee down, you'll see that part of your leg. So make sure you have, dress, skirt, nice slacks, whatever you want to wear, but it does need to be nice and not very casual. No jeans, no tennis shoes, no t-shirts. Okay. And if you need help with some of that, if you need help getting something nice, let me know. Let the counselors know. We'll be glad to help you. Graduation caps are not allowed to be decorated. I know everybody, I just got a big boo. I could hear it. I know. We've tried, we've asked. There's two reasons. One, it's a district policy. So schools across the district, it's part of their graduation handbook and policy that you're not allowed to decorate caps. But for us, really the most important reason is because we're in the Meyerson. The Meyerson, obviously, we cannot have glitter and things falling off of our cap in the seats or in the aisles or anywhere in the Meyerson. So that's the main reason we cannot decorate graduation caps. It's a very, dignified ceremony. Decorum is very important when you're in the Meyerson. And so you can, after graduation, you can decorate it all you want to, but for baccalaureate, the night before, and for graduation, you will not be able to decorate them. Graduation will be streamed live. So any family members that are out of town or not able to attend, they can watch it live on their computer or TV. And there will be a link on the website, on the DISD website and the school website, the day of graduation. And all you do is click on it and it will go straight to the live stream. So it's very easy. 6 tickets. Sorry. 6 tickets per senior. That's what that we have to, take the number of seats that are in the Meyerson and however many students are graduating, plus our, faculty and other people that are in attendance, works out to 6 tickets. So, and a couple of years ago, it was 4 because it's just a huge senior class. So 6 is great. You can fill out a Google form with Miss. It'll be online. It's not guaranteed. The form will be out tomorrow, May 2nd, and you can request another ticket. It's not guaranteed, but if we have extras, then you can request one. If you know for sure, like my really good friend, only 2 of their family members are going to be able to come, or maybe only 4, go ahead and ask them, hey, if you're not using your other 2 tickets, can we use them? So when you get into the Meyerson, I think the doors open at 6. I will double check that and put on the website, but it's first come, first serve. There are no assigned seating. So once the doors are open, you go in and sit wherever. There's plenty of accessibility seating. There's plenty of areas for wheelchairs and all of that. So the other thing about tickets is that every person has to have a ticket. Even a child. So like even a 2-3-year-old child has to have a ticket. The only exception is if it's a baby 1 year or younger that can sit in a lap. Anybody over that must have a ticket to get in. They will not let you in. I promise you. They're very strict at the Meyerson. If you have over 6 people and you're like, well, 2 or 3 of them are children. Well, you still have to have a ticket. So graduation pledge is a pledge that you and your parents will sign. It's due by the 20th. It's one of those check off things that you have to do. And I will tell you, the reason this is really important is as a parent, you want to hear your child's name as they walk across the stage. Even as a graduate, you want to hear your name called as you walk across the stage. If the person in front of you, their family starts like hooping and hollering and they got their cowbells out, which are not allowed, and their their horns, which are not allowed, then the family behind the next person, that family is not going to hear their child's name called out. So yes, we want our families to clap But what we normally do is we ask you to just clap as they walk across, but make sure the next family is able to hear their child's name. And then at the end, when we've announced everybody and the last graduate has walked across the stage, then we say, okay, parents, stand up, yell, scream, celebrate. This is your time. And so that's kind of how we do it. So we have a graduation pledge saying that you understand this and that you will abide by it. Definitely, we have stopped graduation before because a family would not stop yelling and the next student to come out, no one could hear their name being called. So we have stopped. I can say maybe once before someone has been escorted out of graduation for the behavior. So that's why we have a graduation pledge. Okay. Sign out sheet. Okay. Almost done here. Remember, cannot pick up cap and gown until it's completed or your graduation tickets. Hopefully I will have that up tomorrow on the website. Here's what it looks like. I think there were a few things I needed to change or add, but it has your name, your conservatory, your classes, your teachers. Your teachers are going to sign it, saying you don't owe them anything. You have everything turned in. You're good to go. If once you turn in your laptop, your camera, your library books, any of those things, Miss Ivanskaya is going to sign it for you. Mr. McGee is going to sign it for the book room. Parking pass. Miss Solis, she's in the attendance and main office, kind of back and forth to catch her. Anything to do with all of those things you had to check off for the counseling checklist, that's Mr. Sunday or Miss Goto. The pronunciation card, we're going to, I'm not sure about this yet. I think this actually is changing, but this is where you're going to go. I think actually, well, I'll just wait because I think we already know who's going to do that. And so you would go to that person, they will have an index card. You will write your name on it clearly where they can read it. And then you will write it underneath phonetically, like spell it exactly how it sounds so that person that's calling your name when you walk across the stage knows how to pronounce it and pronounces it correctly. Okay. But that is going to change. So that's why we haven't uploaded this yet. Oh, I keep doing that. Sorry. Then your conservatory director will sign. If you cross conservatory, you need both signatures. And then finally, Dr. Barrett will sign off that you've met all your attendance requirements. And finally, Dr. Reeves will sign off. Now, again, if you wait till the last day, there's going to be a long line and you're going to be waiting. So get these things as soon as you can, start getting them signed off. Another tip, take a picture of it or upload it because every year I have somebody come in and say, I had all of my signatures and I lost my sign out sheet. Well, sorry, you're gonna have to go get them all again. So if you have a picture of it, even as you do it, if you like halfway done, go ahead and take a picture of it. Keep a copy so that if you do lose it, you don't have to go get all the signatures all over again. And losing things reminds me of another thing about the tickets. When you pick up your graduation tickets, they will be in an envelope. There's 6 in there, and those are your 6 tickets. Do not lose them. Put them somewhere safe as soon as you get them. Every year, 1 or 2 students come to us crying, I've lost my tickets. Well, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. Or we will have to take any extras we have and give you, your 6 tickets back, and then we have no extra tickets. So, and that's not even a guarantee. So don't lose your tickets. Put them somewhere safe as soon as you get them. Okay. Real quick, here we go. We're almost at the end now. We're finally finishing. A couple of things. Yearbook. Mr. Stevens wanted everybody to know that he has some yearbooks available from your 9th, 10th, and 11th grade year. If you would like to email him about purchasing those. Your senior yearbook will be out in the summer. I don't know the exact date. I think it's in June, but he'll have to tell you that. Remember, I talked about financial assistance for cap and gown. Let me know. And then also, we started this 2 years ago, or maybe actually we started 3 years ago with the senior class that didn't get to graduate. We do senior and alum bricks. If you've noticed in the green room, at the top of the green room, there are a set of bricks from the class of 2019. I can't remember. It was the year of COVID when they didn't get to graduate. So there will be a form on the senior website that you can go to order. They're due by May 20th, and they'll be installed in the green room in the fall, possibly over the summer, we're hoping, but because of COVID, it got behind, but now they're kind of catching up. And so hopefully the summer we'll get them all in. But it's optional. It's not, you don't have to do it, but it's there if you would like to. So we have talked about everything I can think of that we talked about in the parent meeting and the senior meeting. Remember, this is very important. Before you ask anybody any question, go here first. We're going to be working hard on it this next week to get it all updated. But for sure, May 2nd is our deadline that everything will be up there and for you to, upload, download, whatever you need to do. So check here first before you ask me, your teacher, your conservatory director, an administrator, anybody. Go here first because it's probably here. And remember, we talked about the Jostens website, how to get there, what to do. Cords, I know that was a question that was asked about in the meeting, and those will be given out by your sponsors or your directors. So they're cords for the honor societies. So like NHS cords, Miss Amador will be handing those out, or the the Spanish Honor Society, Miss Steffi will hand those out. So whatever honor society, your sponsor will be handing those out to you. We will order, and you won't get them until closer to that cap and gown pickup on the 20th. There are cords for high honors, or its highest honors, I believe. You will get those the day that you get your cap and gown. There are cords for some of the conservatory things like thespians, they get a cord for theater. Art, National Honor Society for visual arts. And I know dance has honors and high honors, and music has honors and high honors cords. A lot of times they hand those out at the award ceremony that we have that evening for the seniors, that senior award ceremony. So check with your director if you are wondering when those cords will be handed out. And that's all I can think of that there were, there were lots of questions, but most of it was, just going over things we talked about. So if you have a question, like I said, check on the website first. But if you still didn't get your question answered, email me, email one of the counselors, email your director. Sometimes it does take me a little while to get back to you. So just be patient if you do email me about something. The other thing we will have, I did just think of this, on the forms, all of the different forms that are on that form list, we will have hard copies. We're going to keep those in the senior cafeteria starting the first week of May. So if you don't have a way to print things, then you can go by there and pick up a copy. And that's all I can think of. So anyway, thanks for joining in and getting all this information. I know it was a lot, but it's very important that you, know your priorities and get everything done so you can walk across the stage on June 1st. And congratulations. And I really hope that I didn't just talk for an hour and this didn't record. I hope it did. So, all right. I will see you next week. Bye.